Welcome to this meditation where I will create a safe space for you to relax in and for you to then meet your spirit guide who will join you and be by your side throughout this journey. In this meditation, we will look at the path you're on right now in your life and what that feels like to you. Afterwards, we will explore if there's a different and more loving path for you to be on, and if so, what it takes for you to cross paths. We will start this meditation with 3 deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. One more time. And the last one. Now bring your awareness to your feet. Release all tension and feel how your feet are getting heavier. Now feel how all the tension is being released in your ankles, lower legs, your knees, and all the way up to your hips. Your legs are heavy, but in a good and relaxed way. Now feel how your hands are letting go of all tension. And let this sensation of relaxation carry through your underarms, your elbows, and all the way to your shoulders as you let go of any burden that they have had to carry. Feel how your stomach and your chest are releasing all tension and are getting heavier and heavier. Now bring your awareness to your back as you let go and let yourself relax completely, knowing that whatever is underneath you is making sure you stay grounded and safe. Now turn your focus on your facial muscles and feel how each muscle is starting to relax. Feel how this state of complete relaxation is moving to the back of your head, down your neck, and then all the way up to the crown of your head. Here on the top of your head, there is a switch you can turn off to sink into a deep state of relaxation. Now, turn off that switch. Now that you are completely relaxed, imagine that your consciousness is moving outside your physical body from the crown of your head and has placed you in front of a wall with an elevator door. On the wall to the right of the door is a metal plate with a button. Now press that button. The elevator doors are sliding open and a bright light is inviting you to enter the elevator. You step into the elevator and see that there is a chair for you to sit in. To the left, there is a single button that you can press. The door closes and you notice that the elevator starts moving upwards. You see the number 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the elevator stops at 7. The door opens and you step outside and are now standing on a beautiful green meadow. It's a beautiful summer day and you can see clusters of yellow flowers all around you. If you look to the left, you see that the meadow ends by a forest nearby. It's a beautiful forest bathed in the sun with tall, slender trees that look like pillars you would see in an ancient temple. If you look to the right, you see a big lake that goes all the way over to some mountains that you see in the horizon. On this lake, you see 2 swans and a couple of ducks by the shore, taking a nap as they are feeling the warmth of the sun. As you're observing and admiring this beautiful and peaceful landscape, you're noticing a white bench, which is located near the lake. You now cross the meadow to take a seat on this bench. On your way there, you feel how rays of sunshine are warming you, and your feet is feeling the softness of the grass. You can hear birds singing and the hum of insects. You reach the white bench and you take a seat. Even though you're alone, you feel as if someone is looking at you, someone you know and feel comfortable with. And quite right, even though you cannot see it, a person has come out of the forest and are on the way across the meadow to greet you. It's your spirit guide. You feel happy to finally get to meet them, but you do not turn around. You simply sense that they're getting closer and closer. As you feel your spirit guide is getting closer to where you're sitting, close your eyes. Your spirit guide now walks around the bench to stand a few meters in front of you. The shadow of your spirit guide reaches all the way to your feet. Now you gradually start opening up your eyes. You look down on the grass and see the shadow from your spirit guide. You slowly move your gaze up to the feet of your spirit guide. At this point, you can already sense whether your spirit guide is a male or female. You let your gaze move up to your spirit guide's knees, hips, chest, and finally you see the face of your spirit guide. Now that you know how they look like, you ask the question, what is your name? The first name that comes to you is the name of your spirit guide, and the name they want you to use from now on, whenever you want to get in contact. Can you tell me the name of your spirit guide? Describe the appearance and gender of your spirit guide. What type of clothes do they wear? Are they barefoot or do they have shoes on? Do they wear anything on their head? What color hair do they have? Is it long, short, or something in between? Now that you have gotten a good sense of who your spirit guide is, they reach out for your hand and help you get up from the bench. Then you and your spirit guide walks back to the elevator you came from. Your spirit guide holds their arm in yours as you walk closely together, just as good friends do. You and your spirit guide have worked together for many lives, which means your spirit guide knows everything about you. Your spirit guide knows all of your thoughts and respect them because your spirit guide understands the origin of those thoughts and the purpose of them. Feel a sense of safety that it is there walking with your spirit guide and the sense of familiarity, joy, and underlying humor that is between you two. Take it all in. You and your spirit guide have now reached the elevator and are standing in front of it. It is time for you to use it again to go to the place where all your life paths are. By bringing your spirit guide with you on this journey, you will have them to ask for advice along the way and to feel safe and comfortable. Your spirit guide will also protect you from what might not be appropriate for you to experience at this time. You are now ready to enter the elevator. But first, you must choose how you want your spirit guide to follow you. Would you want them to come along as you see them now, visible? Or would you want them to be present as energy, which is the same way you experience them in your daily life? When you're ready, you walk into the elevator, sit in the chair, and the door closes. How many floors do we need to go up? The elevator is going up fast this time. It might feel a bit like butterflies in your stomach. The elevator is slowly stopping. And now it completely stops, and the door opens up and you step outside the elevator. You're outside, standing on a path, and as you bring your gaze up and look around the landscape, straight ahead you see that this path ends just near a big hill covered in grass. This is where we are headed. As you walk along this path, you notice on the right side there's a field covered in yellow flowers, moving in flow with a subtle breeze. When you look to your left, you see small green hills bathed in sunshine. It is a warm and beautiful summer day. Take a moment to notice how you feel as you're walking towards the path you are on in your life right now. You have now arrived at the end of the path, standing in front of the big hill. You walk up this steep hill. You might get a little out of breath, but that is perfectly normal. You are now on the top of the hill, and you see the most amazing view of what looks like an ancient forest. It has old, beautiful, and giant trees. This forest feels magical. You stand for a while to embrace all the emotions coming to you. You then feel a positive and welcoming energy being transmitted to you from the forest itself. And when you are ready, look down at the bottom of the forest. When you look close enough, you can see that there are quite a few roads leading into the forest. These roads are the potential paths for you in this life. How many paths are there? You will see that one of them shines brighter than the others. That is the path you're on right now in your life. Close your eyes for a little bit, and when you open them again, you're now standing on the forest ground in front of that path. Now open your eyes and try to notice how you feel standing in front of your current life path. What type of emotions are there? Do you feel safe? Comfortable? Or do you feel unsafe? What sensations are you feeling in your body? Now start walking down this path and notice your feelings along the way. Remember that you're surrounded by magical forest, which will always make sure that you are safe while exploring these paths of yours. As you keep walking down your current life path, the sun goes down and it gets dark. You see that the path you are walking on is still bright. What is it that lights up this path? Notice how you're feeling as you're walking this path now that the sun has gone down. Is there any difference? Now I'll take you 3 months further on this path. How are you feeling now? Try to pause for a bit and allow yourself to feel which emotions are coming up in you and what type of sensations you feel in your body. Let yourself feel and then ask yourself, is this a path I want to be on for the rest of my life? You are now back at the top of the mountain, and again you are looking at the potential paths in your life. There is a path for you that is more self-loving than the one you're on today. That path will now shine bright and you feel yourself gravitating towards it. As you're now standing in front of this path, how does it make you feel? Give yourself time to feel the emotions that comes up and pay attention to the sensations in your body. You now take your first couple of steps on this path. This too is leading into the forest, and you notice all the beautiful trees surrounding you. Pay attention to how you're feeling as you're walking in this forest. The sun goes down and it gets dark, but the path you're on is still bright and shining. What is it that makes this path so bright? Again, pay attention to how you're feeling walking on this path, knowing that this has been created for you from the highest place of love. I will now take you 3 months ahead in time on this path you're on right now. How are you feeling now? If you feel that this path is more self-loving than the one you're currently living in your life today, ask your spirit guide if this is a path you can take instead. If the answer is yes, you can choose to explore this path further, and we can figure out how you can cross paths with the one you're currently on with this path, the one that was always created just for you. As you're walking along this new path, you feel the sensation of butterflies in your stomach. You feel excited for what is happening. A little further ahead to the right side of you, you notice a bonfire. You see that there's 2 people, a man and a woman sitting near this bonfire. You get the feeling that they're waiting for you to join them. You greet each other and you sit down next to them. They seem very friendly and familiar to you, which makes you feel safe. Do you know this man and woman? As you're chatting a bit, they let you know that they have something important to tell you, something that will help you make this positive change in your life and give you the opportunity to live a life that is more self-loving. The man comes to sit next to you. He holds your hand and looks deep into your eyes as he tells you a word or a sentence for you to implement in your daily life. Listen to his words. What does he say? You feel the impact of those words because you recognize that this is something you have forgotten to act on in your daily life. You thank him and he walks back to his seat. Now the woman comes over to sit next to you. She also has a word or sentence for you to implement in your life. She holds your hands and looks deep into your eyes. Feel the emotions and sensations that arise in you as you look this woman in the eyes. What does she tell you? As the woman speaks to you, you feel yourself getting a little upset because you know that what she is saying is the truth you needed to hear. You feel and acknowledge that there are things in your life that you need to change and that you need to stand up for what is best for you. You feel that you want to truly go after your dreams in life, and you understand that your dreams and needs are important. You thank the woman and the man for their help and wisdom. You are now ready to go further down this path, and you give them both a big hug goodbye. As you're walking, you can still feel the love and care from the man and the woman, and that their words will forever be with you. A little further ahead, you look to the left and see a big oak tree. This tree has been there for thousands of years, and it holds magic. Walk over to the tree and place your hand on it. Right away you feel a powerful beam of energy flowing from the tree and inside of you. Let yourself feel and receive this energy transaction for a little while, and notice how you are being filled up with the energy of nature, just as you were filled up with the energy from the masculine and feminine energy by the man and woman just a little while ago. Feel how the energy of nature is becoming a part of you. When you're ready, you look at the tree and see that there's a word or a sentence engraved in the tree. What does it say? And how does it make you feel? This is also something that you would benefit from integrating in your life. You thank this magical tree for its gift to you, and you're ready to continue down this path, now filled with the energy of nature. Notice in what way nature is speaking to you, and remember that sensation from when you need guidance from nature. A little further ahead, a child comes towards you. The child also has a message that is important for you to receive. You kindly greet each other, and right away you feel a sense of joy that you haven't felt for a very long time. You feel the urge to play, something you have almost forgotten how to do. The child gives you a big smile and gives you the message that is important for you to implement in your life. This message carries the energy of playfulness and lightheartedness. What is the message? You feel some of the joys from when you were a child yourself. Even though there were hard times, you remember the happy memories. You now know that dreams and wishes you had in your childhood are embedded with emotions and sensations, and those emotions and sensations are there for you to always feel and to always guide you. You thank the child and wave goodbye, and you walk away from there with a sense of joy and courage to make the changes in your life that you know you need to make. As you continue walking on the path in the forest, you feel a positive emotional change happening inside of you. Let yourself feel this change for a little while. What you haven't noticed is that you've gone in a circle and now you're back at the elevator. You see your spirit guide standing next to the elevator, waiting for you to come. Your spirit guide also has a message for you that will help you to make this positive change in your life and help you live your life on the path that is destined for you. You're now standing in front of your spirit guide and you lovingly greet each other again. Your spirit guide takes your hand and you feel a rush of energy go through you. You tear up because you can feel that the entire universe is on your side, rooting for you to live your best life. You feel an energy that you've never felt before. It's the feeling of unconditional love and support. Your spirit guide gives you a last message. What is that message? You thank your spirit guide, hug them goodbye, and enter the elevator. You sit in the chair and you let yourself feel all the feelings and sensations that were brought up in you along this journey. You think about all the wonderful messages you received, and you feel ready and excited to implement them in your daily life, so as to create the life you have always wanted to live. It is now time for you to return to your body that is patiently waiting for you. The elevator starts going down. When I say 3, you will be wide awake and fully back in your physical body. The elevator is almost where we started, and now the elevator stops. And I'm counting to bring you back in your body. 1 and 2. You're back in your body. Start moving your fingers and toes. And 3, you're fully back, and when you feel ready, open your eyes. Let yourself relax a bit before getting up. Remember to drink some water, and remember all the beautiful sensations, feelings, and messages you received. You have what it takes to change your life to exactly what you want it to be. Thanks for now.